Hi guys, how you doing? Hope you're all okay. Well, I'm back in the woods again, surprise surprise, but I'm kind of in between the woods and heathland. Just up there's the heathland, so I'm just kind of tucked in this little coppice here, and it's beautiful. I don't know if you can see behind me all these lovely silver birch. In actual fact, I think normally you can't get into this bit because it's quite boggy. I think it's kind of obviously normally really wet and boggy, but obviously we had a dry spell, so we can get in and out at the minute. Anyway, I'm not actually here to take, well, so I'm not here to take pictures of trees. I'm here to try and look for texture and shapes. And I've just come across this old dead tree, and it's got some, what do you call it, lichen. So it's got a few different shots of that, and there's one where it almost looks like it's kind of pale green kind of waterfall dripping down the tree. So I don't know what they're going to come out like. They look all right on the back of the camera, but yeah, I'm going to carry on having a little wander around and see what else we can find. Yeah, and also I haven't got a macro lens, so what I've done, I've got my 24 to 70 on. I might stick with 70 to 200 if I really want to kind of get up close, but the 24 to 70 I've put it on 70mm, and it seems to be doing the job okay. It certainly was on that tree anyhow, so hopefully that'll be okay. I've got no filters on at the minute, and also I think I might get wet because it's been really hot the last couple of days, and now they forecast thunderstorms, and looking at the sky, it's clouding over quite rapidly, and also in the distance I can hear thunder. So who knows, I might get absolutely soaked if I've got no coat or nothing like that. So you pay your money, you take your chances, don't you? Anyways, I'm going to put the camera away now and have another little wander and see what else we can find. I'll catch you in a bit. Okay guys, as you can see in the video there, I've come across these two trees, and I like the idea that they're just kind of straight. So I'm not sure it's one tree or two trees. I think it's probably one tree that's kind of split. So I like the idea that it's kind of like I say, straight. I'm just trying to find, so I don't want it just to look, because I'm after shapes and texture today, and this is ideal because it's kind of like parallel shapes. So I've got a tree behind it. Dip down a bit, and we get too much sky there. I don't want too much sky. This is definitely probably going to be a square crop. So there's a branch coming off to the left, which I don't want. I just want to focus on the two parallel ones. I think that's probably about right. So I'll quickly set my camera up there. Going to go into portrait orientation for that, so just move the legs up a little bit. It's amazing, I'm probably in a, all said and done, I've probably travelled about 30 foot, and I've got what I call 3 pretty good compositions. Right, so let's just a little play around here, and I'm going to have to come up a little bit higher. Little full stretch, but this is silver birch heaven here. I've been to this place quite a bit, but not actually wandered round this part of it. I can imagine in a, I'm too high now, typical, go off. A lovely misty sunrise, bit of mist, bit of sunrise, awesome. Right, let's have a look. That's good, right. I think I'm just going to have to try and move around a little bit because there's a tree just behind it and I want to block that out. And we're almost there. Hang on a sec, let's double check that. Yeah, I think about there, so I need to come up a tad higher. Let's use the centre column for this, so we get all the legs up and down on it. Right. Drop it down a bit. Oh yeah, now we're cooking now. That's looking pretty good. Check the levels. Here's a question for you. How do you get on with these in-camera spirit levels? Because I can never get it spot on. I watched a video the other day by Julian Baird where he was he just bought one of these gear heads, and I looked at that and I thought that's what you want, just to kind of tweaking it to get it level, because with the ball head you kind of just get it level and then it moves, or the tripod moves a bit and you never quite get it level. Maybe you guys don't have any trouble with it, but I can never get the damn thing level. Like the little green light comes up, right, so there we are, the green light's up, but it kind of just jolts all over the place. Right, so I call that level, so it's flicking all over the place, so I'm not sure. Right, exposure's good, composition looks good. Maybe just a little bit more. Focus on the tree. 2-second timer. Have a little look. Looks a bit. Not quite happy with that. Just have a little talk amongst yourself. That's better. Right. Okay, now we're cooking. Right, so now I've managed to get rid of most of the sky. The two things are parallel. Just checking, get them in the centre. Not a drop of rain. I'm surprised. Check focus. Two-second timer. Boom, let's have a look. I'll tell you the other thing, think about these silver birch. In a few weeks' time, these leaves will be turning yellow, and that would be brilliant. Absolutely awesome. Although most of the trees, well, they're quite tall, and all the foliage is at the top. It's a bit annoying. But there are some here where the leaves are a bit lower, so yeah, that'd be good. Right, it's definitely starting around, feel it. Great. Okay, right. Back the camera away for a bit. So we've got another shot there. So, doing really well at the minute. Hello, woofer. Made a new friend. Okay guys, I've come across this, it's quite a nice little scene actually. You've got pine cone with a little young sapling next to pine tree, and then there's a bit of old bark obviously off an old pine tree. So it's quite a nice little story as well, because you've got the new pine tree here, You've got the old bark that's there, and obviously the pine cone which comes off the pine tree. I'm guessing there's a big pine tree over there. I guess it's probably come off there, but yeah, it's quite a nice little shot, this. And the other thing, a few weeks ago, one of the viewers, Robert, he asked about this blue thing I carry around with me, and what it is, it's a knee pad, because if I put any weight on my knees, it's just agony. I think it's years of building patios and general kind of manual labour on my knees, and loads of running as well. It's just kind of messed them up a bit, so they're a bit tender. So I always carry this with me just for situations like this, because it's quite rough, and you get those on your kneecaps and you even know it. So that's why I bring that. So back to this shot. So let's have a look. Normal thing, ISO 100, f11. I'm on 1/10 of a second, shooting at 70mm. And yeah, I really like that. It's a really nice shot. I'll take a couple more of that. And yeah, it seems to have had a bit of rain just now. That seems to have stopped, which is good. And just going to crack on. But I haven't actually gone far. I've only probably gone about 20 metres from where I was before. And it just shows you, if you want to concentrate on a certain thing, like textures and shapes and stuff, you know, you don't have to go far. So I'm just looking around me, there's loads of things. There's one I'm going to take a picture of in a minute, which is a little bit weird. I'll show you in a sec. But anyway, let's just finish off here and then I'll get back to you. Yeah, so as you can see, guys, this is what I was telling you about, this sort of weird looking thing. So you've got the silver birch here, and you've got this toadstool, fungi, mushroom sticking out, and it just looks really weird. So you kind of got the kind of I don't know what you call it, jagged edge here of the silver birch, and then you got the round ball shape of the fungi. Again, another interesting shot, and I've literally just walked about 10 foot. So yeah, I'm having a great time today. Awesome. Well, I better sit down and have a cup of coffee, a bag of cheddars, because Margaret's always saying to me, make sure you go out with a drink, got something to eat. And let's be honest, guys, not like I'm going on an Amazon adventure. But anyways, she means well, bless her. And actually I'm quite grateful for a cup of coffee. So anyways, what we've been up to. So like I said before, I'm trying to go for kind of textures and shapes today. And it's been brilliant photography, because it kind of like concentrates your mind onto a certain subject. You know, obviously if you're doing woodlands or something, you know, you've got a lot to think about. You've got to try to get sure the trees are separated, too much sky, lots of sort of compositional thoughts. Whereas kind of doing stuff close up, you don't have to concentrate so much on composition. Well, you do a bit, you know, and you've got to think about your shot, but it's not possibly so much to think about. Yeah, so started off with the lichen on that silver birch, like a kind of waterfall coming down. That was pretty good. Those two sort of parallel silver birch, and then I had the little scene there of the pine cone and the little pine tree, and then just to finish off with that golf ball shaped bit of fungi on the silver birch there, with the kind of sharp jagged bit on the silver birch. So overall pretty pleased with what I've got today. Can't wait to get home and see what they look like. And the other thing, I just want to thank my new subscribers. You know, I don't really kind of push the channel that much with the whole subscribe, like, all that kind of thing. You know, I'm just grateful for those that want to watch my video. You know, never kind of tried, I mean, people say chasing the algorithm, I never bother all that. You know, but I'm just grateful for those that want to watch my videos, really. So if you are a new subscriber, why not check out some of the other videos and let me know what you think. And the other thing, you know, let me know what you're up to this week. You know, I mean, it's nice coming and see me out in the woods, see escapes, whatever. But drop a comment below, you know, what you're up to this week. I'd be really interested to see what you guys are up to. And yes, I think with that, and the other thing about the comments, just thinking about the comments, I always look forward to comments, and I really do appreciate those that take time to comment. So it really does mean a lot to me, and really encourages me and inspires me as well to get out and do this kind of thing. But yeah, so with that, I'm going to say thanks for watching, thanks for listening, take care of yourselves, and I'll speak to you soon. Cheers, bye. Cup of coffee. Lovely. Yeah, guys, look at this behind me. Some kids have made a little camp. That takes you back, doesn't it? Well, when in our day, when you were allowed to go out and make camps, these days it has to be probably under parent supervision. I don't know what it was like when you were younger. I guess a lot of you are probably a lot younger than me, I don't know. We used to make tree camps, find bits of old scrap wood in the garage, shed, whatever, a few hammer and nails, make a little platform up in a tree somewhere. We'd be out for days, well not days, we'd be out all day. Till your mum used to come and say, "Trev, your tea's ready." You go dashing home, scoff your tea down and go back out again. But what a world now, it's so different now, isn't it? Everything's designed to keep you indoors, really. Anyways, yeah, just reminded me a bit of childhood back there, the old camp. Great to see that obviously kids, well, I assume it's kids, it might be adults, I don't know. Having a good time outside. I'm just finishing my cheddars off and I'll crack on.